Listen, everybody loves a good steak. Feed, vet bills, infrastructure, it adds up fast. But what if I told you there are ways to fatten your cattle without emptying your wallet? Over the years, I've worked with ranchers and farmers all over this country, and let me tell you, they're some of the most resourceful folks you'll ever meet. We're going to get down in the muck and the mire, the hay and well, you get the picture. We're going to show you how to maximize your cattle's growth while keeping your expenses in check. So, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive headfirst into the world of cost-effective cattle fattening. You ever notice how everything boils down to money? Well, cattle fattening is no exception. Feed alone can eat up a whopping 70% of your costs. But hold your horses, because I'm not saying it's impossible to make a profit. The key here is to be smart, to be resourceful, to be, well, thrifty. It's all about finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance between nutrition, animal health, and good old-fashioned cost-saving techniques. Think of it like this. You wouldn't fuel a Ferrari with the cheapest gas station coffee, would you? No, you wouldn't. Your cattle deserve the same respect. They need the right fuel to thrive, to grow, to become those juicy steaks everyone craves. But that doesn't mean you have to break the bank. Just like you wouldn't buy a top-of-the-line tractor if you only had a few acres to plow, you gotta choose the right strategies for your operation. We're going to break it down step by step, showing you the ropes, sharing the secrets that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Alright, let's talk feed. Now, I'm not talking about those fancy prepackaged mixes with ingredients you can't pronounce. We're talking about real, honest-to-goodness feed that'll stick to your ribs. Or, in this case, your cattle's ribs. First things first, don't be afraid to think outside the feed sack. Who says you gotta buy everything pre-made? Got a neighbor with excess corn? Strike up a deal. Local farmers markets overflowing with produce that's past its prime for humans? Perfect for your herd! But hold on, before you go dumping everything but the kitchen sink into the trough, let's talk about balance. Just like you wouldn't survive on a diet of only donuts, though tempting, I know, your cattle need a balanced diet to thrive. Think of it like a puzzle. You need the right amount of protein, energy, vitamins, and minerals to complete the picture of a healthy, fast-growing animal. Processing feed, like grinding or chopping, can make it easier for your cattle to digest, which means they get more bang for their buck, or should I say, your buck. Smart feed management is all about finding creative solutions, balancing the books, and making sure your cattle get the most out of every bite. You know, I've seen a lot of nasty stuff in my day, and let me tell you, there's nothing pretty about a sick animal. Not only is it heartbreaking, it's also a real drain on your resources. Vet bills can add up faster than a pack of coyotes on a hot trail. That's why preventing disease is crucial for cost-effective cattle fattening. Vaccinations, deworming, these are your basic tune-ups. They're essential for keeping your herd healthy and your profits from going belly up. Cleanliness is next to godliness, especially when it comes to livestock. Bringing a new animal into your herd is like inviting a stranger into your home. Quarantine is key. Remember folks, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Keep your cattle healthy and your wallet will thank you for it. Alright, let's talk real estate. Now, I'm not talking about oceanfront property here. We're talking about giving your cattle a place where they can eat, sleep, and grow without feeling like sardines in a can. And you know what? It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Forget those fancy climate-controlled barns with all the bells and whistles. Cattle are pretty simple creatures. They need shelter from the elements, a place to get out of the rain and sun, and enough space to move around without stepping on each other's hooves. A well-designed shade structure can work wonders. Think of it like a giant umbrella for your herd. And good ventilation? That's like opening the windows on a stuffy summer day. Remember, a comfortable cow is a happy cow, and a happy cow gains weight faster. You know, in any line of work, you gotta keep track of what's working and what's not. You wouldn't just throw money at a problem without figuring out the root cause, would you? Well, the same goes for cattle fattening. You gotta monitor your progress and be willing to make adjustments along the way. Weigh your cattle regularly to track their growth. Keep a close eye on your feed costs, your vet bills, all those expenses that can sneak up on you. Knowledge is power, even in the pasture. By keeping detailed records, you can identify areas where you can save money without sacrificing performance. Maybe you're overfeeding, or maybe a certain type of feed isn't giving you the results you expected. Whatever it is, tracking your progress allows you to make informed decisions that can boost your bottom line. Remember, even small adjustments can make a big difference over time. So, there you have it, folks. Cost-effective cattle fattening doesn't have to be a pipe dream. By focusing on efficient feeding, disease prevention, and smart management practices, you can raise healthy, profitable cattle without breaking the bank. It's all about working smarter, not harder. So go on, get out there and show those cattle who's boss. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more farming tips and tricks. Until next time, stay dirty.